Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Look at New Orleans. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
And now the Lakers starting group. Anthony Davis is out there with LeBron James. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Bradley, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. And for the Rockets, the backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Jason Tate out there with Wood, and it's Mwaba in at the 3 spot. Inside, here's Wood. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now, here's Melton. Here's LeBron. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
We just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's Wall. And Davis sends it back. And he gets it back. Another shot. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Down low. Here's Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The added strength helping Davis on these physical finishes. Great work from the big man.
And stolen by LeBron. Bradley, no one around him. Again, Los Angeles.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Now here's Wall. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Bradley. And James with the basket on the assist by Bradley. James has got his second bucket tonight.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Green, the pass to Wall. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Here's Mwaba. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the win.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
LeBron outside. Lakers working the ball around now. Melton, no good.
Not a problem. That's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Wall, no luck.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Howard finds Melton. There's the 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Some changes here for the Lakers. Blake Griffin is checked in for Howard. Tillman comes in for Davis. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for James. Now here's Wall. Lets it go from 11. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Melton. And again, it's the Lakers.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
And Smitty, inevitable that a player's physical gifts may diminish over the years. But one thing about Blake Griffin that will never go away is his leadership ability.
I totally agree. He's one of the most respected players in the NBA, and that will continue even after his playing days are over.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against San Antonio.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution, and you saw the results.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
A new lineup here for Houston. Pass to Reeves. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
And finished off by Martin.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Griffin kicks to Bradley. The pass to Nunn. Fires top of the key, and he nails the jumper. Nunn's got 5 points so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Schroeder, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nunn. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here's Schroeder, and another three for Houston. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Nunn. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Rockets trail by 7. And here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Over to the wing. This is it to Şengün. And he slams it one-handed.
And that's a little like a fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
The Rockets making a switch here. Strus is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. James is checked in. One-on-one here. Pass to Reeves. Fires the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Here's Strus. The shot's good, and the assist by Schroeder. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now the pass to Griffin. One-on-one fast break. Here's Porter. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. On the wing, Porter. Here's Schroeder. They get the rebound. 3 seconds left. Poked away. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Remains Houston ball. Substitution for the away team, Anthony Davis. D'Anthony Melton.
Got it off in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Lakers lead by 6. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Now, John Wall, one of the most explosive guards in the NBA, and he knows.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more for me and my teammates and giving those guys open looks. And it's just the hard work I put in and these guys trusting and believing me of being able to knock down open shots.
Well, Greg, we've seen plenty of other players improve their jump shot during their time in the NBA.
And as he slows down with age, I think that will be the key for Wall, increasing his confidence from range.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got D'Anthony Melton. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's LeBron James, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard.
It's empowering to play with LeBron because if you get open, he will find you.
And it's Porter with the ball for Houston. 8-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build for the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. The Rocket shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Now, here's Wall. He's guarded by Melton. Another miss by Houston. Lakers leading by 10. James looking around. And the dunk by James.
LeBron barely needs to pick to get some separation, but he used it well right there.
The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wall finds Green. Here's Strus. To the middle. Wall, that's good. Wall's got 5. And Smitty, I'm going to ask you to put your GM hat on here for a second. When you think of undervalued player types, what comes to mind?
For me, Kevin, defenders who are also great decision makers offensively. Everyone knows you need shooting, but you add in a player that can defend and pass, that's how you build an elite team.
Knocks it loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The finish. Back to Howard. Lakers passing it around. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. He gets it in there. Reeves has got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Melton. Rips down the breakaway slam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Green up on top. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
Clock at 6. Ball's going to be over in bed. Not watching for the line that time.
And we just seen him make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
David Nwaba is checked in for the Rockets. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Tillman. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Melton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Griffin against Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wood. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
And how about Wood there adapting to the defense? Can't get inside, so he just takes the mid-range.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And so it's Houston with it, trailing by 19. To the inside. And finished off by Wood.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
1:56 left to play here in the second quarter.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game. Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more insane.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Los Angeles will get a switch here. Gabriel's checked in. Here's Martin. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Nwaba. And a wide open look for Porter. Hangs home the trifecta. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you, send around you. Better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
Gabriel, no good on the triple. Rockets trail by 17. Nwaba passes to Porter. Nwaba with it. Kicks it to Porter. Goes up on the block. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Tillman passes to Brantley. Here's Nunn. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Nunn's got 6 in the quarter. Tipped away. This is to Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Martin. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And so we wrap up the first half. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 13. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Looking at the Lakers, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living and they're living good, baby.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
with the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Kendrick Nunn really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Jae'Sean Tate out there with David Nwaba. And it's Wood in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And a nice pass by Bradley. He's always been the size of a point guard, now starting to play more like one.
Here's Wall. From down in the low post. It goes. Wall's got 7.
And that hit takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
It's tipped. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Lakers on D. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Tate, no good. Los Angeles leading by 14. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Nwaba finds Wall. And here is Tate. Here's Nwaba. Plays it up and takes it in. He's got 6.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Davis dishes to Bradley. LeBron passes to Bradley. Good on the triple. And the Lakers lead by 15.
This is where Avery Bradley's most effective, getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming on the floor for your Rockets, John.
First 10.5 of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Wall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
James with a deep 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
They get a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Kendrick Nunn.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Passes it to Christopher. Now Green. Here's Christopher. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 to shoot. Take the pass to Christopher. And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. In the corner, Nunn with it. Trying to get open is Davis. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Spurs is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in for Dwight Howard. Right wing. Christopher, the pass to Wood. Makes it off the glass. That's now 8 points for Christian Wood.
And wheeling the ball into the bucket. Nothing has come easy to Wood. He's had to fight for his place here in the league.
And they double up James. Bradley finds James. Here's Nunn. Fires it up. Here's Davis. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Davis has got 6.
The team relies on Davis for this, keeping the play alive and finishing at the rim.
Here's Struz. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. And for the teams who are rebuilding, Smitty, it seems stacking draft picks is often the best approach. Pick swaps, protections, it can make your head spin.
It can, Kevin. I think for the younger guys, it comes down to a couple things. Player development and the culture you breed. That's usually the difference between success and failure.
Porter double team. Griffin with the steal. Pass to Tillman. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Tillman's got his first basket.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Rockets. Damian Lee is checked in for the Lakers. Schroeder with the ball. 8 points for him. Struz passes to Şengün. And there it is for him. Şengün's got his third bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Misses off the left iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Stolen by none. On up the court. Back to Griffin. Here's Lee outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Houston making a switch. Waba's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Augustine's checked in. And the pass to Nunn. He kicks it to Bradley. It's good from long range. Bradley's got 8 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Griffin. LeBron comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Augustine.
DeAnthony Melton.
Porter against Bradley. It's stolen by Bradley. The shot. Melton finds Bradley. Davis inside. Takes it to the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. 8 points for Davis.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
And they're running.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
There's the steal. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Porter passes to Schroeder. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 10 points for him.
Nice recognition by Schroeder. Loving the mid-range. Just taking what the defense allows.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening. Knocked away. And it's Schroeder with the ball. Brings it up for the Rockets. For Houston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
His first personal foul.
The first one falls.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
Pass to Melton. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Anthony Melton.
Melton's got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
The shot misses. And so it's Los Angeles out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hand. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Kendrick Nunn. David, what's the status?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He's dealing with a sore ankle right now, and they're icing it down to try and keep it from swelling too much. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Well, thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Wayne Ellington, and it's Gabriel in a power forward position. No coverage that time.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. To the inside, Martin. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
To the middle, Lakers passing it around. Drills the three-pointer.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Down low, here's Mwaba. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
For 3, Ellington. Nailed from three-point land. Ellington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Robinson, that's good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
2 points, that one goes.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And so here is Houston. Passes to Wood. Kicks it to Wall. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Wall.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
The Rockets making a switch here. Strus is checked in. Driving in. Here's Gabriel. Augustine from outside. Drills it from outside.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point. And they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Out to the right wing. Strus's shot is good.
And time again, Wall puts himself in a position to attack. Just a great job of creating offense for himself or his teammates.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Wall passes to Wood. Back to Wall. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
Augustine with the steal. Pass to Gabriel. He feeds it to Griffin. Knocked loose. The pass to Lee. Ellington with it. For 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
Not bad defense, but you give him an inch and he'll bury you.
And so it's Wall with it. Bringing it up for the Rockets. Now the Lakers on the break. Augustine with the ball. That's a 2 from Lee. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Struess. No good again that time.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Back to Lee. There's the dish to Augustine. Gabriel, the pass to Lee. And the three off target. Houston's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's. 4 straight. Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carryovers into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Inside. On the wing, Ellington. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
The three. And another three for the Lakers.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a three of his own.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, an outstanding win. What kind of message do you think you sent tonight?
We're not trying to set a message, just trying to improve every time we get an opportunity to come out on the floor and play. We've been doing some good things the last couple of months, but we still got a lot of room to improve, and hopefully we can continue that.
Well, it looks like you're building towards the right ending, man. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Do a few just to make a few bands one night on same phone. Oh, who this? She just mad cause she missed. Silly rabbit, we don't fall for no love, no hugs, no kiss. My young bull, not a bull, he a pit. I'm at the bottom of the pool with the drip. I know they mad cause they saw we ain't quit. When it go, then I swear that we lit. Ay. And I be with my dog like Shaggy. Big body Benz, no caddy. Make you duck like Daffy. My drip too classy. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Yeah. Tell them what's up.